Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read for you. How does your person feel about you at the moment? Well, let's find out. Now, this is a timeless reading. Whenever you're finding this video, it's good to watch. I've made 3 readings here. Each one of them has got a deeper dive to it. That's an extended reading that goes with it if you want to know more. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for more. If you do, toward the end of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there, and you can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? The crystal is out with the Magic Maker card. Would you like the flower? The flower is out with the Unconditional Love card. Or would you like the shell? And the shell is out with the Vulnerability card. Well, take your pick now. Don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month, as well getting that deeper dive as well. That'll get you entered into the second prize draw. So I have 2 draws every single month worth 160 Australian dollars. Well worth doing both of those things. I do today's tarot every single day of the year here on my YouTube channel. I also go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show. Come along sometime. I would love to see you in there. And I make 3 of these Love Pick a Card reads a week. Let me know what you want the next one to be about. I also offer 1 question readings in that live show, but you can book in for one of those at any time on my website, BeHealing.com. You don't need to be able to come live to get your reading. I will send you the link to watch it at any time. You find a link for that in the description box below, and also up there to book in for one of those 1 question readings. I also offer private readings as well. Same website, BeHealing.com. If you want something more, if you want something private, I get those out within 48 hours of you ordering them. Book yourself in for one of those. You can always add reduced price energy healing onto it as well. You'll find a link for that in the description box below, and also up there too. Well, take your pick now. Crystal, flower, or shell. You'll find your timestamps in the comments and in the description box below to fast forward to your reading, and I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the crystal, then this one's for you. Crystals, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there, and you can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So, how does your person feel about you at the moment? Gift of connection. So they're very happy to be connected with you, very happy to know you, and growth. This could be a feeling like they're not good enough for you and they need to grow in order to be with you. It could be, or that you're requiring growth from them. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're not good enough for you, but it's maybe nice because don't we want someone with a growth mindset? I know that I do. So they could have a growth mindset, this person. That could be how they're connecting with you as well. Both got a growth mindset. Magic Maker. Could be a magical connection, this one, and unique. So they're finding you very unique. You've got something in common, probably about growth mindset kind of stuff, and it's very unique, and I think you're magic. As a result, you can work some magic together. Awesome. Tell us more. Perseverance and choose wisely. So they feel like you're a wise choice, and they're persevering. This person is going to be making some effort to get into relationship with you or to pursue this relationship further. Let's find out more. 6 of Cups. Could be someone from the past, or it could be that they're reminiscing on the past. You could bring up things for them from the past. So you could remind them of someone that was important to them in the past. 2 of Cups. They feel like this is the perfect match, that you're the one for them. The one is what I heard. Wow, okay. Tell us more. The 5 of Wands, reaching higher. That's that growth thing. So perhaps you're both reaching higher in the world, or it could be that they think that they're reaching higher for you. Hanged Man, changing the perspective. And the 8 of Cups, leaving behind emotional attachments. Okay. Now, that 8 of Cups, I'm not getting that it's a relationship or anything. The emotional attachments, it feels like something that they've chosen in their life. So you're definitely requiring growth from them, and perhaps for them to leave behind something that they've chosen in their life that they're quite emotionally attached to. It could be a job or a place or something like that. Or a certain thing that they do, perhaps. Six of Cups. What is this reminiscing on the past energy? Oh, it could be that you bring up the past with them as well. Perhaps you're from a similar place, or you did similar things when you were a kid. It could be that too. You make them reminisce on the past happiness and Page of Materials. But yeah, young kind of an energy. When you were young and you had dreams, when they were young and they had dreams, okay. You get them to reflect on that, on a really happy time in their life when they had dreams. So you're bringing dreams and visions out of this person and growth out of this person. No wonder they're so happy to know you. And you bring up a time in their life when they were really happy and they had big dreams. Nice. What's behind that? Burden. Perhaps before they had a lot of burdens as well, because it's got a childlike energy behind that. When they didn't have burdens, and you know, when we don't have burdens, it gives us a lot of space to be creative, right, and to dream big. But we can get bogged down in everyday life of the making money and the paying bills and the, sorting food out. Let's face it, that's a big one. It's a big one for me because I eat cleanly, and so there's a lot of food prep to do when you do that. You can't get the convenience kind of stuff. You have to make the convenient stuff for yourself, which takes a day really every week to food prep for the whole week. And yeah, so before they had burdens, when they were young, you get them to reminisce on that, on happy times. When they were dreaming of things, when they were dreaming big, Page of Materials for their future. Two of Cups, they feel like this is a love match, the one. They feel like you're the one for them. Tell us more about this one. Balance, they feel like this is a balanced relationship. Perhaps you found balance in your life. And a Hierophant. Wow, they think this could be a long-term thing. So you found balance in your life. Perhaps they have too. And this could be a long-term thing. This could be someone that's found balance in their life and they have not been finding people that have got a similar kind of a balance. And they found it in you. And that's why one of the reasons why they think you're the one, just one of the reasons is what I'm hearing. New day behind that. They feel like there's a bright new future with you. Five of Wands, Eight of Cups, Hangman. What's this? So they need to change their mind about something in order to reach higher. And it's something about letting go of an emotional attachment. Knight of Materials. They're going to be slow about that, whatever it is. Whatever it is, yeah, again, they need to change their mind on it. It's going to be slow. Tell us more about the emotional attachment that they need to leave behind, please. Can you let us know what that is? Perhaps not. So the Knight of Materials means it's going to be slow. The Hanged Muse, again, we've already had that out. They're taking a look at it anyway. They've got high hopes. So it could be as their vision of a positive future grows, they're going to be more open to changing their mind about this emotional attachment they've got and making a new decision. So I've got this stubbornness, a feeling of stubbornness from them, like they made a decision perhaps recently and it's good for them, and it's going to take them a while to change their mind about that. So just know that there is something that this person kind of needs to give up in order to be with you. Not relationship, it's just, I don't know, it feels like a location or something that they do. It's going to take them a while to get into that, to change their mind about that. What's behind that? It's about home. I was getting it's about location and teaching and truth, learning the truth about it. Interesting. Right, there seems to be a side project going on here with the universe. The universe is on it, showing them that perhaps that home choice that they made isn't quite right for them, so they're learning about the truth of that. So it could come out that what they chose isn't as positive as they thought it was for them, and when they realize that. So what I'm trying to say is the pressure is not just on you in this relationship to prove worthy of giving that thing up. The universe is on it too, to show them that they haven't actually seen the truth of that thing, whatever that is, that is not that. It's perhaps not the highest possibility for them. Tell me more. Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So on that, they can let go of it. I mean, there's nothing locking them into that. Path is clear if they want it to be. They are free, and we've got that balance thing there coming up. What else? Be real. This person's real. Down to earth. Could be an earth sign. Doesn't have to be that. But yeah, real and down to earth. They're feeling that you're real too. Good connection. Solid connection. Romance. They want to treat you as well. Taking you out to meals. This person, they want someone to eat with for sure. If the way to your heart is through your stomach, this person is on it. I just heard that directly, and they're hoping that you like that too. So the romance, there's romantic things that they want to do with you, and the hope that you like those same things too, and that you appreciate that. I got clearly that they want to go out for dinner with you, take you out to dinner. It could be that they're a foodie, really into food, and they're hoping that you'll do that with them. You know, it's a really good thing, isn't it, if you're on the same page with things like that, because you can have a really romantic time. I know for myself, I used to, when I lived in Australia, you can't really do it on this island, it's so small, but I used to really enjoy going out for those degustation menus, you know, when you have like a 7-course meal paired with wines and stuff, and you pay like this nominal rate, and you get to try like the best things that the chef has got. I used to not you do them all the time, but you know, a night out and one of those would just be fantastic. And so it could be something like that. Got lost and trap here as well. So this person is sexually attracted to you. They want you. Trap, but they're feeling like they can't. It's got something to do with this. It's like, yeah, but I've made this decision on this home. Could have purchased a home. It could, or be considering purchasing a home. It could be that. I'm not getting that clearly though. What do they want to say? What would they like to say? I abandon people to make myself feel important. They're a ghoster. Hopefully they're not going to do that to you. I can see myself with you in the future. I wish I could take it back. Again, it's around this, the seeming impediment to this. The only thing standing in their way of pursuing this at the moment. Rose-colored glasses. This is a very positive, dreamy kind of person, and perhaps you're bringing them back to that. Childhood wounding is influencing my actions. Very honest there. Will you give me a second chance? So they might blow it first. They might say, oh, this isn't possible, and back away from you. And toxicity. They could have toxicity around them. Now, I'm getting from this situation, they're not seeing a choice that they're making. They're not seeing it clearly. You know, sometimes we think we're onto a good thing. It's like, oh, I've got all these, you know, it could be like, I've got all these friends and they're really great. And perhaps they're not really great at all. Perhaps they're actually toxic, but they've not yet seen it. You know, they might just be having a good time with them at the moment. It could be something like that. Okay, well, that is what I've got for you. If that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, wanted to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you do, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder, so do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal. On your device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave a comment. That will get you an entry into the prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into the second draw. So 2 chances to win a reading worth 160 Australian dollars, or well worth doing both of those things. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive reading, let's focus on you, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, it could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end, I'll be popping a link for it up there, and you can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So, how does your person feel about you at the moment? The awakening, the waking up. Could be going through a spiritual awakening at the moment as well. You might have brought on some kind of an awakening for them, so a realization in themselves that perhaps things need to change, or a different way of seeing the world, which is a spiritual awakening, right? Unconditional love and vision. Wow, I think you've offered this person unconditional love and they're feeling it. A vision is got a vision for the future about this as well. So a positive vision for the future, waking up to that, or waking up to themselves in some kind of a way. Just be careful if you've taken on a project here and you're wanting to like point something out to them. Perhaps they're not ideal for a relationship and you're trying to change that. We've got protection, very protective of you, and they're optimistic about this, and wow, they find you really beautiful. Believe in your otherworldly beauty, dance with the waves and drink in the sunshine. So this person is mesmerized by you, optimistic about this, and they're feeling protective about you as well, wanting to protect this relationship and wanting to protect you too. Let's find out more. Take them, I'm told. So let's do that. Okay. Let's see what they are. Six of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Swords is about movement. The Queen of Pentacles is you're stable. It feels like you're in a fixed position here. Solid, stable, and they're not. And they're moving toward you. I don't know whether this is a location thing or in an energetic thing. I am getting that perhaps this person is a little bit behind you, perhaps spiritually, and you are solid in your stance and who you are and in your stability, and they're coming toward you. Universe helping them out to do that as well with that Six of Swords energy. So they're seeing you as the stable one. Three of Cups and the Star. They're hoping something about friendships. Not about having a friendship with you. They're hoping that your friends or their friends are going to get on, or you're going to get on with their friends or something like that. Are you visiting this person? Are you going to visit this person? There's a feeling like the family and friends are going to like you, or the opposite way around, that if they're coming to you, they're hoping that your family and friends are going to like them. Yeah, the World, I was getting travel here, and Judgment, a decision. It's like they need to travel to you, or you need to travel to them in order to make a clearer decision on this. So I feel like you guys are talking at a distance from each other, perhaps online. There's two cards of movement now with the Six of Swords in the World. Okay. Tell us why the Six of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles is here. Feels like they're coming to you, or with that Queen of Pentacles, like you're the solid, stable relationship. Not relationship. You're the solid, stable one there, and so it could be that their life changes as they're coming towards you. It could be a location thing that you're set where you are, and they're more likely to move. Tell us why this Six of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles is here, please. Okay. Yeah, single independent energy and the muse of inspiration. They really like that. So this person is passionate about you because you've got this single independent energy. So it's you that's got that stable energy. Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Materials is very similar kind of an energy. It's like that's the major arcana and that's the minor arcana. No, I mean that's a court card from it. But yeah, passionate about you for that single independent kind of an energy. So you're kind of stable and successful, and it doesn't appear that they're that, but it means that their life can kind of change to join you, if that's what it is that you want. If you want to be the leader in the relationship, there's divine timing and transformation behind that. So they're going through changes. Yeah, so that Six of Swords, it is about change for them. Universe is helping them in that. You bringing change into their life too. Like I said, just be careful of taking on projects here. I know sometimes that is the case in relationships. We come into someone's life and we do change them. but not too much. Don't take too much on. Do you know what I mean? Three of Cups and the Stars. So they're hoping that their family will and friends will like you, or the opposite way around, or perhaps both. Probably both, right? So they're bothered about what other people think, what other people will think. The Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Voices, they're more than bothered about it. Okay, so they've got anxiety about that, the luck, fate, and all of that kind of thing. So they feel like your fated connection, but they're actually worried about what their parents, families, friends will say about this. So I don't know what that is. Is there a difference in age or something like that? Difference in perhaps religion, perhaps culture? Lots of travel kind of thing here, so you could be from different places. Let me know in the comments below if that's true. So what's behind that? Why all of this anxiety then about people liking you both, or accepting this relationship? It could be masculine energy and movement into balance. Okay, so perhaps they're from a culture, or you are religion or something like that, that is very, would be against this, but they're taking the lead here and moving themselves more into balance. Or perhaps their religion or their culture doesn't suit them in a way. They want to make a different decision that's more balanced for them, for a relationship, and take the lead. But still anxiety about that, which makes sense, right? Even if they're changing their beliefs and want something different for themselves, it doesn't mean that family and friends around them are necessarily on that path to changing their beliefs too. Because if it hasn't disrupted their life and their relationships, then there's no need for them to change their beliefs, right? And so those beliefs could be imposed onto your person here. Just be aware of that. Make it difficult for them. The World and Judgment, the Devil. There are fears involved in this relationship. They're fearing differences in places, the choice that they're making here, and the difference, like I said, either age group, culture, religion. There's a difference between you here, and they're worried about it. Fears around that. Will it even work? What's behind that is ancient wisdom and forgiveness. You know, changing times require changing rules, and they just might be kind of unsure of whether what they're going for here is, yeah, it's going against ancient wisdom, obviously. However, they might be forgiving those around them with those fixed values and stuff, and going, but that just doesn't work in these modern times, perhaps, you know, because I think generations come up with this thing like, oh, well, that worked for generations past, but not now. But, you know, with age, I would just say something like that when I was younger, and I kind of coming back around to ancient wisdom now. I like it, taking relationships slowly and all of that kind of thing, and those more traditional values. I'm understanding it a little bit more, whereas I rejected it when I was younger, thinking changing times and all of that. So tell us more. How are they feeling? Balance. Love isn't always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So yes, it could be a challenge. You could be a challenge to them. And that's a good thing, they're thinking. New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So bringing change into this person's life, and they're excited about that. So they are aware that they're bringing change, and they're ready for a new beginning. So this person, they could be ready, you know, ready to leave behind a culture or a way of being and just be open to the new. Shine and be real. They're finding you very shiny, very attractive, you stand out, you're yourself, you're very real, very attracted to you because you're sure of who you are and all of that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, it makes them passionate about you. They want to claim you. That muse of inspiration, the Nine of Materials, you stand out as being your true self. They really like that. Doesn't surprise me that this card has come out, the differences card, because yeah, there are differences, but they're hoping that that is a good thing in this relationship. Flirt. Spy and passion. So they're looking at photos of you, by the way, or you online, and yeah, this person wants you. And flirt, feeling fun and flirty with you. They want to flirt with you. They want to have some fun with you. Communication. Sensuality and healing. Nice. Nice. So, a healing kind of a relationship. They want to communicate with you, get flirty with you, and sensual as well. They want to take this to a sensual kind of place with the communication. They might have been pushing for that. There's a feeling here like you've had broken heart and you've become hardened to it, and they want to get you to that soft, sensual place as well. So there's a feeling like they want to help you heal from things that you've been through that have hardened your heart. Perhaps what has got you into that single independent energy. It could be that. Could be seeing that clearly in you. What else? What did they want to say? I wish I could take it back. They've said something they want to take back. I don't know what it is that I want. And I will find my way back to you one day. Okay. I'm done playing games. So this person has just been playing around, perhaps just having, you know, short-term relationships. Nothing serious. Childhood wounding is affecting my actions. You're the first thing on my mind when I wake up in the morning. I think about you straight away. Well, there you go. That's what I've got for you. Interesting energies. Now, if that sounds like it is your story, could be your story, want it to be your story, then you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you want it, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on your device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw to win a private reading with me every single month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into the second prize draw. So 2 chances to win one of those private readings worth 160 Australian dollars with me. So both of those well worth doing. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive to find out even more about this one, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell, and this one's for you, shells, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, we'll be popping a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. That will be centered more on you, guidance for you, what you should do in this situation. On this relationship, what the dynamics are, how can you make it work really well, and how it might all play out in timelines. Well, let's see. Waffling while the cards are taking their time to come out. Delight. So they find you delightful, even if you're not perfect. See, she's a bit disheveled there, and they think you're perfect anyway. I think you're awesome. So you delight them. They feel vulnerable. Okay. So this person might not have approached you. They might be scared to actually let you know that how they're feeling about you. Makes them feel vulnerable. Explore. They want to explore this connection, but I do get that nervousness. No doubt it's going to come out in the 9 of Swords energy in these tarot cards, but we'll see how they're feeling. Page of Cups. Very positive about this. Fantasizing about you, imagining great things. So a little bit of fantasy going on there. Page of Wands, very attracted to you. They want to communicate with you, that attraction. I think this person hasn't told you how they feel yet. Yeah, Wands means that they're attracted to you, very attracted to you. Page is about communication. And the Chariot, but they're in two minds. There's that nervousness that I was picking up on. They're in two minds about this. I wonder why. Let's find out. So the Page of Cups, there's this wide-eyed, positive fantasy about you. The Six of Emotions and the Emperor. Interesting. And so you might remind them of someone from the past, or you knew this person previously. The Emperor is divine masculine energy, so they could feel like they're like your divine masculine, or the opposite way around. Wanting to take charge here. Six of Emotions, some past energy, getting them to reminisce on the past when they have taken charge. It's like they imagining themselves taking charge. That divine masculine energy, letting go of duality. But that whole Chariot energy, that's the duality energy. They've got to let go of that first. So whatever this is, pulling them in two directions, that anxiety that I was picking up on, they've got to sort that out first before they will take charge of this situation. Now, Six of Emotions they could have been in a similar position in the past, and they know to not start this until they've got rid of that internal conflict within themselves. They know that because they've learned that in the past. While the internal conflict is there, not to make a move towards you. But Page of Wands, they want them to like tell you how they're feeling about you, the awakening and the star. So they feel a pull toward you with the awakening card there, and they're hoping that you feel it too, that attraction. The Star card, they're hoping you feel it too. There's anger behind that. Anger? Perhaps with the stuff that seems is causing them anxiety. Strong emotion anyway, negative energy. Could be anger, or it could be frustration. It's probably more apt here than anger. But let's see what this Chariot is about. So why are they pulled in two directions here? What is this duality that's going on, and this anxiety that I'm picking up on? Oh, just about telling you, offering you something, starting things off. The communication, strength. Are they strong enough? The courage to do that. Okay, they want to be romantic. Knight of Emotions, move towards you. Two of Inspiration, but they're at a crossroads. Four Emotions. Oh, it's disappointment. Okay, so yeah, there's a feeling here like, am I going to offer enough for you? For shells, they know that they've got to be strong and offer you enough. So they're at this crossroads, right, of coming towards you and giving you an offer, but they're scared that you're going to turn them down, or it's not going to be enough for you. Yeah, so this person has you on a bit on a pedestal, and that's what's making them nervous here, and they know that they can't move forward and communicate with you while they're feeling that conflict. So they're getting frustrated with themselves. It's about them, it's not about you. It's right that they're feeling vulnerable, right? You make them feel vulnerable. They want to explore it, but they know they've got to heal themselves first of that internal conflict. So they've obviously had lessons in the past where they've gone into something and that internal conflict has still been there, and then they've realized that, you know, it just brings the garbage into the relationship, doesn't it, and causes problems when we haven't sorted something out within ourselves before we even get into it. Okay, so tell us feelings for shells, please. How are they feeling? Kind of feel sorry for them. This person. Gotta let go. Surrender. Wow, twin flames, your passion ignites. So they're feeling like this is a love match, but gotta let go of the old. They know that they've got to like address something first in themselves. Look deep within your heart and you'll feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So there's no lack of love here. That's for sure. But there is this trepidation and something going on with them. Find a balance. Need to find a balance in themselves first. You make this person nervous and vulnerable. Yeah, probably a limerent kind of a person with these energies, to be honest. First card out is the Page of Cups, so it's the card of limerence. Fantasy. Perhaps not be fully believing that they can be in a relationship with you. Tell us more. Heartbreak. Yeah. And support. So they feel like they can support you, you'll support them and all of that kind of thing, but they're definitely afraid of this heartbreak, of being turned down by you, or it just not being enough. You know, starting things off and you're saying it's not enough for me. Something like that. Break that heart. So perhaps they feel so much for you that they know if they start something off, you might break their heart. But it's not about you. They're not scared of you. They're scared of themselves not being enough. So it's all about them, really, which is probably why they know they need to sort it out within themselves first, right? They've probably been in this place before, got into a relationship when they're not feeling good about themselves, good enough about themselves. And like I said, we bring in sabotages into the relationship if we don't heal those things before we get into a relationship. And I think they've found that out the hard way. And so they're being slow about this. Independence and loss. Okay. Right. Finding a balance in their life at the moment. This person has been through a loss recently and they've claimed their independence and they thought that that was going to carry on, and then they find themselves confronted with the same kind of a lesson again. Using and tenderness and self-love. This could be you with a self-loving energy here, feeling this tenderness towards you, but using energy. This person isn't using you at all, but they're perhaps worried about that. It doesn't feel like they're worried about you using them. This person's just so unsure and they're so vulnerable. I don't know whether this person is going to make a move, but we'll find out in the deeper dive read. Please forgive me. Okay, probably for not taking action. I gave into temptation. Fights, arguments, conflict is inside of them. They get into fights within themselves. This is someone that's got a lot going on in their mind. They overthink things, and someone interfering in our relationship as well. Wow, okay. What else? What else do they want to say? Something I'm hiding from you, something that they've not told you. A fair few things, I think. I'm ashamed of how I treated you. Oh, no, so I think they were dismissive of you, were they? They just weren't ready to start this off. So perhaps you were like, notice that there was feelings there, opened up, and they didn't make that move. They're ashamed of that. Zoinks. Even more reason for this person to feel the way that they feel. It's like tumbleweed, you know, collecting even more weed. It's like that. Then it's not getting easier for them, it's getting harder for them. Can't stand the thought of you with someone else. They don't want to see you with someone else. There's obstacles in the way there. You're the first thing on my mind when I wake up in the morning, but there's childhood wounding influencing my actions. Is this person going to make a move? Are they going to sort this out, come towards you? That sounds like it is your story, could be a story. Want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more, and let's find all that stuff out. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there, and there's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder, so do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then just try it on a different device, and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave a comment, that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month, as we'll get in that deeper dive as well. So 2 chances from this to win a private reading worth 160 Australian dollars, so well worth doing both of those things. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly.